the time, 6 hours, 51 minutes. Coordinated Universal Time.
If you've ever tuned across shortwave, you've heard it. That airy mechanical voice, those perfect ticks, every single second. But what is it? Where does it come from? And why is it still broadcasting in 2026 when your phone already knows the exact time? That signal is called WWV. It's a radio station run by the US government, specifically the National Institute of Standards and Technology, or NIST, and it has one job: to broadcast the most accurate time in the world, continuously 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, on shortwave frequencies anyone can receive for free. WWV transmits on 5 frequencies: 2.5, 5, 10, 15, and 20 megahertz from Fort Collins, Colorado. There's also a sister station, WWVH in Hawaii, which does the same thing but uses a female voice.
At the tone, 3 hours, 13 minutes, Coordinated Universal Time.
You can tell them apart because WWVH announces the time 1 minute earlier in each cycle. That's actually deliberate, so the two stations don't clash when you're receiving both at once. So where does the actual time come from? Not from a clock you would recognize. Deep inside the WWV facility in Colorado, there are atomic clocks, and not the kind that hang on your wall. These things are so accurate they'd take millions of years to gain or lose a single second. Your phone clock is embarrassing by comparison. All of that feeds into UTC, basically the world's agreed upon master time. Every country, every time zone, every device on Earth that knows what time is, it all traces back to that standard, and WWV is just broadcasting it into the sky for free for anyone with a radio. Ships use it to navigate, pilots use it. Before GPS existed, this was how the world stayed in sync. Here's the part most people don't know. WWV isn't just text and a voice reading the time. Every single minute follows an exact structure. For most of the minute, you're hearing audio tones, but buried underneath is a stream of data encoding the exact time in binary. And you can actually decode it live on a computer with the right software. And once an hour, WWV broadcasts a spoken update on space weather, basically a report card on how good shortwave bands are right now, solar activity, how disturbed the upper atmosphere is, whether signals are going to travel well or just disappear into static. For anyone trying to make long-distance radio contacts, that report is genuinely useful. It tells you whether it's even worth trying. Now, here's the interesting question for us down here. Can you actually receive WWV in Australia? The answer is yes.
7 hours, 12 minutes, Coordinated Universal Time.
But it depends on the time of day and which frequency you tune from Melbourne or Sydney. 10 and 15 megahertz are your best bets during daylight hours. And when the F2 layer is charged up and reflecting signals from Colorado around the globe, at night try 5 megahertz. The lower frequencies skip further when the D layer fades. WWVH in Hawaii is actually closer. On a good night, you can receive it clearly on 15 megahertz. That female voice is unmistakable. WWV has been on the air almost continuously since 1923, over 100 years of broadcasting time into the ether. There was a threat to shut it down in 2018. NIST proposed cutting it to save $1.3 million. The amateur radio community and scientists pushed back hard, and it survived, because it turns out there are still plenty of things: ships, aircraft, remote infrastructure, emergency services that rely on a time signal that doesn't need the internet to work. Next time you hear those ticks coming through the static, you're not hearing noise. You're hearing the heartbeat of an atomic time bouncing off the ionosphere, crossing an ocean, landing in your radio. It's pretty remarkable.
The battery of my mic died. I'm not happy. Anyway, apparently, according to this comment or this description of this amazing video I saw, it costs $416 a day to run one of the sites. Here's the math for whatever that is per year. Crazy! Wow! Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe. I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers, so... Anyway, thanks for watching. More to come.